Namaskar. A very good morning to all of you. Greetings to everyone from the world of cinema. Today we are witnessing a jugalbandi between nations and ideas as India and France come together to celebrate excellence in cinema and creativity at the 75th Cannes Film Festival. At Marche du Film, this year, India intends to give the global audience a flavor of the country's cinematic excellence, technological prowess, rich culture and illustrious heritage of storytelling. As you are aware, India and France are making the 75th year of diplomatic relations. This is the 75th year of independence for India, and we are celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This is the 75th year of Cannes Film Festival and 75th year of India and France diplomatic ties. A very special year as India is the country of honor at Marche du Film. It is a great honor for me to be here amongst the stars of the Indian cinema, especially Deepika and others who have made their valuable time to be at the Indian Pavilion, at the opening of the Indian Pavilion. The Indian film industry over the past 110 years has epitomized India's civilization culture of storytelling, from wall paintings to text, from television to theatres, and from reels to virtual reality. We can very proudly say that हमारे पास सिर्फ फिल्म इंडस्ट्री नहीं, हमारे पास सिनेमा है. Creativity, excellence and innovation in India cinema has developed hand in hand with sensitive treatment of subjects of social and national importance. While reflecting the values, beliefs and experiences of the Indian people, Indian cinema has also showcased their hopes, dreams and achievements. While being rooted in Indian culture, the Indian film industry has grown to acquire a universal character. And while preserving our age-old stories, the Indian filmmakers are innovating in their art of storytelling through use of technology. The Indian film industry, which produces almost 2,000 films every year, is the world's largest film industry. This reminds me a dialogue from Deepika's movie. ये जवानी है दीवानी, उसका ये dialogue है. I'll tweak it a bit and say, भारत का सिनेमा दौड़ना चाहता है, उड़ना चाहता है, बस रुकना नहीं चाहता. From the time of the father of Indian cinema, Dada Saheb Phalke, released the first ever full-length feature film, Raja Harishchandra in 1913, to the first India talkie, Alamzara, produced in 1931. Until the present decade, this industry has a remarkable and rich history of producing a variety of films showcasing different spheres of Indian life, from comedy to romance, from thriller and horror to fantasy or drama, not to forget a rich collection of commercial as well as of the artistic films, as Nawazuddin said. From depicting heroism in war to the winds of change in society through the angry young man, and from love stories to the struggles in the life of a common man through the ages, to the aspiration of the youth who left yet longed for the motherland. And looking today, you leap towards the stars with your stories and beyond to Mars. In this beautiful journey, you have inspired global filmmakers and also been inspired by them. The 2020s are the best time to make art and films in India. Over the last few years, the streaming revolution has taken the country by storm, and the popularity of digital and OTT platforms has changed how films are created, distributed, and consumed. You could see a poster behind you which talks about the golden era, the colorful era, the action era, the musical romance era, and now the content era. Consumer of the global and Indian cinema have more choice than ever before. Digital streaming has reduced the cost of entry into filmmaking, empowering creators with the ability to reach wider audiences than ever before. We have a strong intellectual property regime, and the digital medium now complements the other more established models of consumption and dissemination, such as theaters and movies. This has brought about a democratization of consumer choice like never before, and our government is intent on preserving this via support to the creative industry. Our government has also embarked on a journey to restore Indian films and preserve them for the future generations. We have started the world's largest film restoration project under the National Film Heritage Mission. As part of this drive, 2,200 movies across languages and will be restored to their former glory. And looking to the future, so that the Indian film industry remains ahead of the curve, we have established a task force of the industry leaders to drive the growth of AVGC sector, a value chain which is empowering the cinema of the future. Similarly, we are excited the advent of multiple other technological developments that promise a more immersive cinematic experience for the audiences. I am delighted to announce that today in Cannes, an incentive scheme for audio-visual co-production and shooting of foreign films in India with a cash incentive of up to 30% with a cap of $260,000, and in the case of foreign films being shot in India, an additional bonus with a cap of $65,000 for employing 15% or more manpower in India. These are certain to propel our stories and culture to the audiences from across the world and allow for our culture, societal and informational cross-pollination at a scale and depth that was unimaginable before. Today, as I said earlier, we celebrate India's 75th year of independence, and we also celebrate cinema, which has emerged as an instrument of our soft power in the last 7 decades. Today, Indian movies have acquired a distinct identity and regularly feature at reputed international film festivals at Cannes, Berlin, Toronto, and New York. And today, the talent and skill of Indian actors and filmmakers are much sought after. For the last 20 years, they have regularly been a part of the jury at the Cannes Film Festival. In the past, we have Ms. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, Ms. Sharmila Tagore, Vidya Balan, Mr. Shekhar Kapoor, amongst many others have been on the jury. And this year, we have the honor which goes to Deepika Padukone. She is here with us. A big round of applause for Deepika. Such is the power of Indian cinema. Such is the power of Indian cinema, and it is not only the story of 6,000-year-old civilization, not only the story of 1.3 billion tales, but also the story of human talent, triumph, and the trajectory of new India narrated through your lens. I firmly believe that the India Pavilion is a pantheon for the partnerships amongst the global film fraternity and a panorama of India through its cinematic journey. And finally, before I end, let me emphasize that, led by the Honorable Prime Minister Modi, we are commemorating 75th year of independence and the celebration of the glorious history of our people, culture and achievements, threading together the themes of India's freedom movement. Our glorious heroic freedom tale is etched in the minds and hearts of all Indian citizens. It gives me immense pleasure in being able to stand here at the newly inaugurated India Pavilion as the citizen of such a culturally rich country. India Pavilion is a feather in our cap. Only with your Vishwas and Prayas today, it will become the pioneer of the India dream tomorrow. And I'll thank all the team members who have put all the efforts to put this together. I hope your experience at the India Pavilion will be worth remembering. मैं एक ही बात कह सकता हूं, जो भी भारतीय पवेलियन में आए वो वापस जाता हो यही कहे, मोगैम्बो खुश हुआ. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here, especially all the filmmakers, film stars, and leaders of the industry. We will do whatever we can to make India the content hub of the world, to make India the destination of the world for the filmmaking, film production, post-production, and the AVGC sector. And I'm sure with your contribution, your guidance, our government will be more than happy to make the policy changes, invite the world to make and shoot in India. My open invitation to all those who are here to be part of this year India International Film Festival, IFFI at Goa from 20th November to 28th of November. Looking forward to see you in India. Let's make IFFI the Khan of the East. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.